Hi folks, today I'd like to share with you a little piece of equipment that I purchased several years ago. I bought it as junk. The seller said that he figured that they were toys and he didn't know if they would work in the first place. He was wrong on both accounts, and these have turned out to be wonderful little tools and quite useful in the workshop. They are Unimat Lathe mills. One is a DB200, probably from the 60s, and the other one is an SL1000, probably from the 70s. But both of them are quite useful, and we're going to do a little work today using these, or at least one of these pieces of equipment. We're going to be using the older DB200 machine. It is has been retrofitted with an induction motor. It has an iron frame instead of the Zamac frame, as is in the newer model over there, which also has a universal type motor. It's quite a bit noisier. So even though the new one is prettier, I very much prefer the old one with the retrofitted motor. So what I'm doing is I'm making some little pieces that will go on my large wood lathe cold jaws, and what that is a PVC pipe with a vinyl tube pressed in it with a piece of UHMW in the middle of that. And what we're doing is we are sizing these pieces down to 320 thousandths of an inch. So what I'm going to do here is turn the lathe on here in a second and go ahead and size that piece down to its designed dimension. So let me walk over here. It uses a scroll chuck, which I'm going to make sure is tight. Yeah, everything's up against the jaws, everything turns freely, so turn on the pickle switch. One of the great things about these lathes is they'll spin pretty fast, which is exactly what you need for machining this kind of material. And as I said earlier, the target dimension is 320 thousandths. And looks like we're there. I don't know if you can see that, but just a really nice, quiet little piece of equipment. Put the next guy in here. Make sure everything's seated. And I've got 8 of these to do, so I won't bore you with all of them. Okay, now that we've got all of the pieces turned to dimension, we're going to drill holes in them and countersink that hole. And we'll do that at the same chucking, just by switching out the drill tool and the countersink tool. When I'm doing drilling and countersinking, I'm not going to be using the feed. I'm just going to be sliding this in and out. Not the way they taught you in shop class, but it works. I've got my cross feed locked down in place, and I'm just using that as a stop to get the same depth on all the countersinks. You can see that countersink, it fits the screw that holds it in. The PVC part is sacrificial. The reason being that if I try to clamp on this soft vinyl, it'll wallow around and probably not give me a very good cut. We'll do one more. Six more and we're done. Thanks for watching.